We read these things, and I want you to explain to Kenyans, of course,
Yeah.
this blockchain.
Yes.
Try and explain to us what is a blockchain, what is artificial intelligence.
Yes.
Of course, many of the young people know
Yes.
artificial intelligence is basically the way to, that you will explain, of course.
Okay.
And then what they're calling the Internet of Things.
Okay. Let me explain those three technologies.
Yes.
Blockchain is an attempt to automate trust, meaning that I don't have to ask so many people about you if I want to trust that what you are saying is true.
Yes.
So what happens is it works through several databases.
Yes.
One of the databases which government is working on now
Yes.
is the identity. If you get the identity, and that identity card is linked to the
central,
tax,
the central whatever.
the tax authority,
Yes.
is linked to the banking sector.
Yes.
You check and see Ndemo has borrowed and repaid.
Yes.
Ndemo pays taxes.
Yes.
Ndemo has no criminal record.
Yes.
Ndemo, all these
all the
data
information
sets,
that you need for purposes of public.
you can conclude
Yes.
and say, I can actually lend this man
money
because if he is able to do all this,
yes,
it can work.
Yes.
This is what several companies are using now.
Creditworthiness and the rest.
Yes, including banks.
Yes.
They call it credit score.
Mm-hmm.
Previously, they used to ask you for your title deed.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go to the credit reference to get the information.
Yes, the bureau.
And if somebody wrote a letter and said this is a criminal, they have no way of
verifying that.
Verifying this. Mm-hmm. But with blockchain, you are able to ascertain. Mm-hmm. Take, for example, the last elections that we had. To run for governor, you had to have a degree. You had to have cleared with the Kenya Revenue Authority.
Yes.
You have been cleared by DCI.
Yes.
And what did politicians do?
They bought
they
all
beat
that.
the system,
Yes.
bought the certificates, and
Yes.
went through the system.
Yes.
With blockchain, which works out of data sets,
yes,
which are digitized,
yes,
it will be very difficult for someone to say,
can I have a degree?
Can I have a degree from University of Nairobi? Because
when indeed he did not have it, but he just probably wants to acquire that time.
That ledger of University of Nairobi
yes,
is available to so many people.
Yes.
So if someone added your name,
yes,
it would be noted that your name was added 3 weeks to the event.
Yes.
And more investigation can be done.
Yes.
Now we are asking them who are your classmates after the fact.
Yes.
We should have asked them before and say, name 5 classmates that you had when you were going through this. Absolutely. That is why I say it is an attempt to automate trust.
Yes.
That you trust what someone has done is true. The second one is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence comes from use of big data, from actually data. Let me give simple examples. Our productivity, especially in agriculture, has been dropping. And the people who know would ask agronomists, I have these 5 acres. I want to grow this. How do I grow it?
Yes.
And then they would go into their books. They say the soil alkalinity has to be this. The acidity this much. You use this fertilizer. You use all these materials, and you would produce this.
Yes.
That is data that is giving you that information.
Yes.
Now, with that data, you are able to predict how much you can harvest.
Yes.
The same is used for meteorological departments, where they can predict when the rains would come.
Yes.
Because people forget, the technology, artificial intelligence, works with another technology called machine learning.
Yes.
You teach the machines and give it instructions.
Yes.
Let me know when the rains would come.
Yes.
The same way you tell your mobile, tomorrow I wake up at 5.
So wake me up at 5.
Wake me up at 5.
With an alarm.
So with those instructions, you can even do more instructions
Yes.
where the systems can inform you.
Yes.
That is what we call artificial intelligence.
Does
It
that is also is artificial intelligence also when you use what you call the smart farming, in which
exactly
the system is able to determine whether the water is less, whether the water is
the
more,
amount of
the
water
nutrients you have
yes.
to put in, the kind of manure,
exactly.
the kind of basically the whatever is required by the soil.
Exactly.
And
now,
and it self-regulates itself.
It regulates itself.
Yes.
It remembers
Yes.
the water is supposed to be sprinkled at 5.
Yes.
And the system goes and
Sprinkles at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's nothing like from heaven or something.
Yes.
It is the same concept. You use your mobile.
Yes.
If once it hits 5, go sprinkle.
Yes.
And it sprinkles.
Yes.
Those are the instructions that you have given it. That is called machine learning. The act that happens is actually artificial intelligence because it made the decision to do that kind of work.